Greetings everyone, I am Dimitrik and we are here in a spookily decorated Ericton, and as you can see I have donned my seasonal attire, and in this episode we will be doing some more building. In the previous episode we went over here to the train station and did some stuff with the nether portal, as well as building these two buildings right here. And in this episode, we'll be building a square right here, as well as the nave of this church, which will be obstructed by a building we'll be building. But we'll build it anyway, because we always fill in our insides and stuff. And as nighttime approaches, it might be a nice time to show you some of the decorations that me and the other members have set up. In this cozy little alleyway, the grind, we have a floating candle atmosphere, like, I suppose, like Diagon Alley from Harry Potter. We've skulked up the ground, and we've added some soul lanterns, because that's scarier than the yellow ones. We have some more of the floating candles. I decided to put these candles in like more enclosed spaces, and not too many of the spaces, first of all, because it is a pain to assemble these, as well as the fact that it just feels nicer to have it spread out. It feels more special. If we had more resources, there would be some skeleton skulls, and if we come over here, we have a giant spider. I don't know if you can see it from the contrast, but there's a giant little Aragog right there. But the main focus of this episode is going to be the building. So if we follow me down here, we go to this area right here, where we will be building our first building. It's going to be more like similar to this one, but a bit wider, and it's going to be like a building you'd find in London, like I suppose on like Fleet Street, like Victorian style and the white stuff. So yeah, before Halloween, I plan to extend this street all the way down to the city hall and make two buildings, one right there, one right here, and perhaps maybe some sort of little arch right here. I don't know, maybe. We'll do that whenever the buildings have been fully planned. So we will get to that right now. And here we have our building completed in all its glory. And for the next bit of the episode, we will go back down the street. And if we recall what happened in the last episode, we built this church spire. And I said that sometime in the later episodes, we'll be building the nave. Well, good news, I actually designed the nave. So that's what we'll be doing right now. So I will get the nave constructed. It's actually much smaller than it should have. If this was in real life, it'd be a very small church. It just basically just goes from here all the way to right here, which is a pretty small. So I will get that built now. And now, with the exterior completed of our wonderful church, we can continue on with our main bit of the episode, where we will be developing this area right here. It's going to be a marvelous square with lots of green areas, and some other players will be joining us today, such as this guy right here.
Want these back?
Oh.
I didn't use all of these. There you go, now.
Alright. So, we are here in Ericton Square gathering up. As you can see, we've put on our little Halloween attire. Very lovely. Kaboom Beam is dressed up as a little warden, as you can see here. And we will be building a square over here. I believe that Game Night will be joining us in a couple of minutes. He's a bit doing something right now. But
A bit doing something.
you blew up the corner of it. Never mind. But we will be, as I said before, we will be over here building this square. This is just an outline of where it's going to go. So first we will get the ground bits built up, and then eventually we'd build the buildings around it, which will be an easy task because I've just converted them into schematics. Anyway, so it seems as though here Brynus took a visit to this patch of wood where we will be clearing this area out to expand the city this way. As you can see, we have helpers here.
Alright, looks like we're done here. So this is where the square is going. Are we building over this or are we building on this?
We're building on it.
Ah, so we're gonna have like
Yeah.
is there gonna be like a staircase here or
No,
something?
we're going to fill it all up.
Oh.
Like right here. We're going. You remember when we got those 6 shulker boxes of dirt?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so where do we
Where'd
put all
y'all
this
put the
extra
wood?
wood?
I'm going to get another shulker box. And
Ooh,
now we
uh-oh.
have gone to the next step of the procedure where we are filling in this area with dirt as we always do, except for that place.
Do you think we're even gonna have enough dirt for this?
No. The filling up of Dirtington made me realize how not a lot a shulker box is.
Yeah. You'd use a shulker box really quickly.
To the viewers that do not know, Dirtington is Kaboom Bean's city. It is made entirely out of dirt, not entirely, but the main building block is out of dirt, and we had to fill in a large portion of the city, as it is like similar to this, not very level with what we wanted it to be. So
When Dimitrik realizes that the same viewers that are going to be watching this video probably also saw Cade's video and are knowing what Dirtington is. Alright, so... Do you see that?
yeah.
That's so goofy.
It's so efficient. So, it is now time for us to actually build the buildings in our square. Over there is what Game Night is building. We are using schematics that give us holograms of what we are building. That is actually not what Game Night is building. That is what I will be building. It's just that I have my thing on. He has a different schematic, so we will have ours right here. and well, this used to be 1 block lower, but there will be a building here, and we will fill this entire square with buildings, and we will come back after that has been done. And after long hours of work, we have a majority of our square completed here. Obviously, these spots are a bit underdeveloped, but that would come in the next episode. I'll give you a good look at these buildings. This one in particular is my favorite, and I believe this one will have some sort of importance to it. And then we have this one back here, but that is all the time we have for our episode here. We have done lots of building, including the church and the square. We got to collaborate with some other nice members of the server, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Consider subscribing.